Watch your left!
You did it, Master Kratos! A spectacular job! Keep it up and you'll become an expert in no time.
Can't tell if he was patronizing or if that was just plain sad.
Both.
Looks like we're almost out of here.
Quite the cache. I see why it meant so much to our lost treasure seekers. Perhaps we should go tell the father what became of his son.
Mimir, I'm not sure how to ask this. There's stories Odin told me, like how he lost his eye, where the details are different from stories you've told me. And I trust you, of course, but they don't seem like things he'd have a reason to lie about either.
One thing to remember about liars, lad. They lie. They do it on principle. No issue too big or too small. They lie about anything they can get away with and some things that they can't, just to demonstrate their power over reality. You must always bear that in mind.
Oh. You're back.
We have news of your son.
Oh, please. Tell me.
You went to find the other treasure with the same idea you had.
No, no, no. This is my fault.
He disobeyed your wishes.
Yes, because that is what sons do. I should have brought him with me. We'd be alive and rich beyond all reason. Together.
Well, maybe you can at least be together now.
Nevertheless, thank you for finding him. I'll seek him out in Helheim.
So, the father should have trusted his son more, huh?
Interpret their misfortune how you wish.
I'm glad they're at peace at least.
Yes. Brock's riddle. Could the answer be nothing?
What gets bigger the more you take away? Nothing. I don't think so, brother.
I do not like riddles.
Mimir, when I was in Asgard, I saw Odin do something to some new Einherjar. They seemed kind of mindless until he cast a spell that restored their identity.
Aye, that was his habit, even when they were confined to Valhalla. I think letting them remember themselves was another small way of cheating death any way he could. Though I wouldn't be surprised if with that small gift of autonomy, he also embeds an undying personal loyalty to himself.
If it isn't my two favorite customers, and Mimir.
Good to see you.
At your service. What can I make for you? I'll disinfect my tools. Try not to break it.
Oh, guess what? While Odin was giving me a tour, his ravens took us to Svartalfheim, and I saw Durlin again. He was actually trying to do his job. We pretended not to recognize each other. At least I think he was pretending. Point is, it looked like Odin didn't know anything about Durlin helping us find Tyr.
Triss, I saw Durlin again too. After we forged the spear, Odin appeared. He had Durlin with him, threatening him, as if he knew I would know him.
But if Odin knew all along, then while we were pretending not to know each other, he was pretending not to see through us. Man, he really is a good liar.
You again. You know, you're the reason Odin's thugs are marching around the city.
Well, we'll clear him out as we run into him.
Whoa, whoa! How about we just take that outside? This is a peace-loving establishment.
Your hammer.
Thanks. Might not mean much with Odin's goons stomping around the city, but folks see this and they'll know we haven't completely given up. Not yet. Never expected to see this thing again.
Durlin,
Well, you to thank for the newfound fresh air sliding up our nostrils.
we turned off the mining rigs.
So you did. Let's pretend you did so in a manner consistent with the 97-part safety regulations handbook written specifically for the operation, maintenance, and deactivation of said mining equipment.
Do what you will.
Well, thanks anyway. Means a lot.
travel to Vanaheim.
Great. You gonna check in on Freya?
Yes.
Glad I get to come this time. So what happened the last time you were in Vanaheim? I still don't know how you got Freya to stop trying to kill you.
We traveled to her village to break Odin's spell. Once freed, she accepted that I was not her enemy.
You also missed a highly entertaining moment where Brock was lifted arse over face in Freyr's camp.
You met Freyr? What's he like?
Different from his sister. Lacks her conviction.
True. But he's a bit quicker to forgive.
And an ineffective leader.
But his heart's in the right place. You'll like him, lad.
Wow. It's beautiful. And, wet.
It is also dangerous.
More dangerous than hell?
Freya's camp is to the right.
No rush, is there? Not every day the lad gets to see a new realm. To Freyr's camp, then. Time to see how the Vanir have fared in our absence.
I hope Freya's okay.
She can care for herself.
We're still checking on her, though?
Her brother's forces are outnumbered. And there is much I owe her.
No one here. Where is everyone?
Stay alert.
I don't like this, brother.
Kratos. Atreus. A welcome reunion. Unexpected, but welcome.
You know us?
Can't be. Is that who I think? Oh, you shifty bastard. It's almost good to see you again. And for once in the shape of a man, or nearly.
So that's how they got your head out of your ass. Maybe now you'll stop being such a half-blind, piss-drunk, oversexed liar. He was more of a pig than I ever was.
I do not know you.
Do you not recognize your handiwork?
Hildisvini! Remember when we first met Freya in the woods? After I... Oh. I am so sorry about that.
Freya's boar.
Her advisor. And friend. Counselor to the Vanir. And yes, while exiled at Midgard, I was trapped in my boar form. And then you shot me.
At my command.
No. My arrow, my mistake.
Forgotten. Vanaheim needs our help more than ever. Even Mimir's. Come. Just watch where you aim that bow of yours. My hide's not so thick in this form. We can head out whenever you're ready.
Where are we going?
I have a favor to ask. I'll explain on the way.
is Freya. She came here to help her brother.
She leads the search party for Freyr and Bigvir. They've been captured by the Einherjar.
How'd that happen?
An ambush. The presence has intensified since your last visit. To make matters worse, the Celestial Wolves haven't been seen in days. Or at least I assume. Not easy, tracking time with no moon in the sky.
No moon.
Just like in their shrine.
Their shrine.
It's a long story. You want us to check on them?
You have my gratitude. We're spread thin. And if anyone can help Skoll and Hati, it'd be a fellow giant.
Very well.
Freya mentioned you had a way past them. You don't disappoint. Continue down this path and you'll find their dead. Good luck. And don't shoot any boars.
You think he's really forgiven me for shooting him?
Trust me, lad. If the old swine still carried a grudge, you'd know it.
What happened between you two?
The usual. Miscommunication, conflicting loyalties, broken promises. Nothing to concern yourself with.
I'm not concerned. Just curious.
Curiosity's all well and good. But so is privacy, eh?
Okay. Point taken.
وهذاك المزموزي
امين النوب
وهذاك الويل
هذاك الحامض المنونب
كحلتها صافي
اسكحلنا
هو انا غندخل على باباك دابا الجوست اوف سوشيما نكملوا بابا.
شحال فين وصلتي؟ شحال باغي؟ نعم مؤمن
وصلت دابا غنقول لك.
ما بقاش ايفون 17 كتخرب
باقي قول لها حتى شهر 9 باقي
حتى شهر 9 قال لك
حتى شهر 9 باقي ابل ما كتلونسيش دابا.
كونفيرونس شهر 9 وشهر 3 كتكون. ديري امك بوس واخيرا
ديت اللبسه ديال باه وصلت الميشن.
ساكاي شتي كي دايره مسلخه.
هذيك هي خديتها ودابا غادي مع يوريكو باش تصاوب لي البوجين.
هذيك يوريكو ديك شديها ماش كتجي كنترباتو.
قربت ولا باقي شويه؟
باقي
شحال؟
بقاش بزاف
ما طلق عليا دابا
والله ما بقى لك بزاف والله.
وحنا داك كونت لوح
راه نسيت ما قلبتش عليها نقلبك عليه ولا
من هنا بعد
صافي الحبس. موت عليا
feels so different from the other realms. It's warm, like Svartalfheim, but there's a kind of thickness in the air.
Egros.
What?
Egros. Greek. Humid.
Egros. I like it.
Hello. انا سبقاش كيدخل صح.
لا كان معنا قبيله هو
اشرف ماش
كنتي باقي ما دخلتيش بارتي.
ماتش هذا وليد بدل والله يمكنش داك الفوليوم هو اللي غايب ما كيتبدلش الفوليوم ديال العلا صافي ما تفيقيش الناس كتلك قلبك لا لا والو
ايوا نجيبوا ليها الفلاورز باش تصاوب لينا البويزن.
هذاك البويزوانين ديك لعيبات الدارتس كتضرب بهم.
Find the Noken! It's making these things stronger! Behind you, father! Behind you, brother!
انا مالي
Aina, you are right here. Feel that?
Wonder where they went.
Eaten by a knocking, perhaps.
Doubtful.
شلته.
I think we can get through here.
هاد كوسوشيما شحال كناخد التروفيات بحال والو، تبقى غاد لاعب لاعب تلقى راسك قربتي تبلاتيني.
درت هذا وجربت درت الثاني ديالها يا الله صباح الخير. ايوه تحب لك الله حب لك ديالي.
هذاك الحامض.
هذاك المنونب.
ان شاء الله. ماشي.
You know, lad, this excursion into Vanaheim means you've now visited each of the 9 realms.
Huh. Guess you're right.
Not many mortals can claim such a feat. Not many gods either. Even your father has yet to grace the halls of Asgard.
I'm in no hurry to do so.
Hildisvini said both Frey and Vigvir were captured. Vigvir's the Light Elf who wanted to learn more about that library in Alfheim, right?
Correct. An exiled scholar married to a warrior, Bela.
Why was he exiled?
You'll have to ask him for the full tale, but I take it that he and Bela's quest to unite their people was frowned upon.
Wait, Bela's a Dark Elf?
Yes.
Wow. Well, that raises even more questions. Hope he's okay.
Very near your barricades.
Aye, not a good sign. They've pushed farther into the jungle since our last visit.
ايوا. صافي قربتي نوصل هذاك. ميميز.
وي.
غنتغداو.
سير بالصحة شيخ.
Shinoken's making these things stronger! Sparky me! I can sense them up there. It's gotta be their den.
Excited to meet Skoll and Hattie, lad?
I mean, I've heard all your stories. It's gonna be weird meeting them in person.
Legend meeting reality. At the very least, it shouldn't fail to entertain.
Mimir, you once told us Ragnarok begins when Skull and Hati catch the sun and moon, right?
I said it was foretold, lad. Prophecy. Which after our time with the Norns, we've all had quite enough of.
But Odin still believes. That's gotta be why the Einherjar stole the moon. He's still trying to avoid Ragnarok.
Or he prepares for it. Fights a proxy war in this realm to distract his enemies.
Yeah, or that, I guess.
That's a fair few birds you've hunted. I wonder if it might be worth visiting the Raven Tree.
Helka! Hello? I think they're sleeping.
Well, there you have it. The legendary Celestial Wolves. Supremely entertaining, as promised.
Remember their shrine? They didn't rejoin the sky until after the moon returned.
And then chased an arrow across the sky.
Right. Well, guess we go find the moon and put it back where it belongs, eh? As if that's a perfectly normal thing to say.
The Einherjar played a part according to Skull and Hati's shrine.
Managed to stuff the moon inside a box, if memory serves.
But it didn't say where they took the box.
Aye, that's the rub of using prophecy as a map, isn't it? Bit sparse on the details.
There's a war camp in the nearby village. A strong fortress to guard their bounty. We will try there first.
So besides Hildisvini and the elves, who else has got prayers on them?
Not much army, really. Although Birgir was a soldier, once walking the path of a traveler. I imagine he's handy with that enormous fucking sword of his.
A traveler that doesn't want to kill us. That's nice.
Alfa Rillerget mitt.
Alka! Did you see that? I didn't know they could do that.
A new enemy.
Stay alert. Yeah?
Correct. Fitting.
There she is again. Guess they know we're coming. I can't believe no one's here.
They hide.
The Vanir aren't all hardened warriors like our dear Freya. Those who survive the warfare find it easier to hide in the jungle and use nature as their shield.
Okay, here we go.
Empty.
Where'd they all go? This is definitely an ambush.
Yes.
We can get to it from up here. Look out! Halt! On your left! Tranquilly!
Bycross! Behind you! Find you! Incoming Bycross! Last one!
Here's hoping that puts a dent in Odin's forces, at least for the time being.
I don't think Asgard's running out of stuff. Ready to put the moon back where it belongs? Okay, yeah. That is a weird thing to say. Hey! Hurry! She's getting away! Come on! Double ambush? Okay. Didn't see that coming.
Careful, brother! You're covered in Bycross!
She's gone again! Hurry! We gotta get across! There! She's going up the waterfall! How come? Another ambush? Really?
Third time's the charm.
They are not smart.
I understand.
You know, what we're doing right now, all of this, it's almost exactly how we saw it play out back in Skull and Hati's shrine. The wolves are back in Vanaheim. We're rescuing the moon.
Yes, I remember the prophecy.
So, doesn't it make you worried? If everything we're doing now happened in the Jotnar shrine?
Remember our agreement. Prophecy will not dictate our actions.
Yeah.
Our allies need help. That is our focus now.
Whoa! What is that?
A wyvern! Nasty beast! Careful, lad! Behind you! Incoming!
Lightning! Incoming!
Behind you! Watch out!
Incoming! Right side! It's cold. Is this? It's from Helheim. Heimdall must have grabbed this while I freed Garm. I was there, but I didn't know.
And now you fight to undo the damage. Your guilt is misplaced.
Yeah. No, you're right.
We can return to the den through here. They will pursue. Keep your guard up.
Father, how are you so sure we even have a choice about what we're doing?
Doubt is a weakness we cannot afford.
Who said anything about doubt? So far, we've done everything the Giants said we would.
We make our own choices. Nothing forces us.
Careful, brother! You're covered in Bifrost!
But what if, by doing all this, what if we're walking straight into Ragnarok? Isn't there any way to avoid fate? Your fate? What if we can't stop you from...
Would you turn your back on the wolves? On this realm? Remember our agreement.
The lad does make some good points, though.
As long as Atreus lives, so be it.
goes nothing. Just like inside their shrine. If I do this...
Fate only binds you if you let it. Do what is necessary. Not because it is written.
Elsa!
Good choice, lad.
They have a gift for us. A way to call them anytime we need them. Remember that altar we saw when we first got here? I think that's where we're supposed to use it.
Perhaps Freya will know.
So in essence, they just gave us the keys of dusk till dawn. Not bad for a day's work.
We should head back to Hodaspini and tell him about all this. Yeah?
Yes. Back to the camp.